All right, welcome everybody back in Hof Bergmann today. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning on December 2nd, and we are very chilly, 4 degrees. And we are going to be figuring out what we need to do. And I apologize for it being so dark. I didn't anticipate 8 o'clock in the morning being this dark. So we will do what we need to do. Get these ducks ready to go here. Hey there, Goose. Alright, let's see, what do we have for food? We have straw food, a little bit of manure, nothing major. What do we have for food over here? We should have new babies here pretty soon. Are you a baby? No, you're reasonably new. Let's see, we have food of 626. We'll give them a little wheelbarrow full of food here. Excuse me, my throat still hasn't woke up yet this morning. I apologize if I clear my throat too many times, but allergies really are not fun in the winter. Alrighty, looks like we're going to have to bring a bag of feed over here, which I don't know if I have any wheat bagged up at the moment. Not so close, because it tells me I can't do it if I get too close. Alright, we are full. Get this back under cover. And it's chilly enough out, I should actually have a sweater on or something, but I'm just going to make sure everybody's fed and watered. We're good to go. How much was their manure? Is it enough to start picking up? 317. Let's get a light on the subject here. Nah, there's no visible marks of manure in there yet. We'll just wait. Let's check on the rabbits and all that good stuff. I've already fed the cats, so they're happy campers. Let's check on the rabbits real quick here. Rabbits. You're doing good. Doing perfect. Alright, everybody's happy there. Manure, 0, straw. I want to see just that. There we go. Let's see. 7 of 20 animals, 627 food. They're good to go. And we have our first snow starting to come down, it looks like. Be a few flakes here and there. Yep. So I'm going to start shutting up a few of the barns real quick. Oops. Come on, where's your door? I still have this mess of potatoes to pick up back here, but Does this door not go shut? Must not. Okay, fine. Alright, piggies are happy and healthy. They're full, and for some reason I can't see the trigger very good on them. Maybe if I go over here. Alright, there we go. Now I can see it. We have a full boat on animals. 1327 straw manure. They could use a little bit of mucking out, but I'm not going to worry too much yet because they're not anywhere near needing to be mucked yet. I brought in the excuse me, I brought in the cement and things, and it says I still need, no, it's still counting down. Okay, so we're on process 3 of 4. I bought the cement and wall tiles, so we're gradually getting there in the butchery. And the bread, I need to see what's going on in here because we have loaves of bread ready to go. I think what I'm going to do is turn this on automatic selling, simply for the fact that I have to keep buying these brown tubs. If they were reusable, it'd be a different story, but I have to keep buying them. Pardon me while I get more coffee to drink. Alright, you're full. Alright. That's going to be a partial, which is fine. Not too worried about that. Let's see, do I have a little bit of dough here yet? Is that enough for her to get busy? Yep, it is. Okay. Close that back up until she's got it full. I need to mix up some more dough for her. Okay, let's do this. And yeah, it kicks out every one of them this time. Darn it. Alright. And got yeast. I'm going to have to buy more yeast here in a second. Some butter. Oops, wrong way. This way. And turn you on. Get you mixing. So you're going to be set to go. Got that rock and rolling. Let's see. I've got wood I need to get loaded up back here. This is full again. And I am going to use super strength because, again, the loops on these bags are really hard to hit with the forks. So I'm just going to manhandle them into the bin. But I love this mod. I'm not a modder by any means, but I can modify quantities and stuff like that. But it just doesn't. The model is something I have never messed with on mods, except for if it's like houses or something like that. I'm going to tweak the houses or change colors or patterns or whatever. But other than that, I've never really messed with the modding side of things. Come on, turn. There you go. Perfect. Get in there. Let's see. I need to go this way, obviously. Excuse me, my throat will not stay clear this morning. And this stuff loaded up. Whoa, it's kicking it out faster than they can put it in the trailer. Ow. We gotta be getting low on firewood or wood pretty soon because it's getting to the point that I haven't done any logging for a long time, so we're gonna have to get out and do some more of that. Let's see how to rotate you. You're stuck in there. Okay, come on. I gotta get this other bag into position here. It's in the way. Alright, couple more. We'll take this down. We'll check on the fish while we're out. Check on those and see if we need to do anything, because I haven't done anything yet with them. And then, come on, get in there. There we go. I'm going to pull these off with the trigger so it can continue to fill. Let me clear my throat, guys. Alright, let's try that. Check and see how much do we have left here. Materials missing. Okay, so we're down to where's my? There we go. Yeah, I'm down to nothing in here. So we'll have to get some more wood in there. Put that on there and back up. Don't crash into the machine. Sure. I knew it. Start off the day perfectly. Come on. Now you're stuck. Really? There we go. Now I'm out. Alright, so the day is going pretty quick already. It's almost 9 o'clock, but we got most of our chores done. We'll go check on the cows here in a minute. Get the milking done as soon as I get this stuff done. And the traffic on this road is insanely busy, so I could stop and wait for it all the time, and I just get tired of waiting for the traffic to stop. And I will go ahead and see what I can do here. Get this going. Sorry, I had a phone call. I had to silence. Alright, wood's in this row here. Working with the tractor works much better than the beast on this trailer. It's pretty heavy for the beast. Alright, let's make some more monies. Nice, 12,000. Perfect. And it's typical. I could sit for 12 hours and not have a phone call. As soon as I start streaming, I have phone calls. Every time. Okay, let me clear my throat again. I apologize, guys. My throat will not stay clear this morning. I've only been up about an hour, so my throat is not happy yet. Okay, let's go check on our fishes, see how they're doing. And I've got the money I have because I sold all of the potatoes, and I sold half of the silage from the second bunker. I loaded out all of the second load up because I had 500,000 liters in there. I got the second load of 250,000 because I rented the Colossus trailer, and the animal dealer wouldn't take the second load, and that was the only place to sell it. Dang throat. Alright, so they wouldn't take the second load, so I ended up dumping it back in my bunker because it just wouldn't go anywhere, and I didn't want to keep the trailer on lease. So I now have about 800,000 liters in my main bunker, so which is fine. I'll be making up a lot of stuff here, and I need to go up a little bit further. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jeez Louise! You ever think about signaling? Alright. And we're gonna go down over here and check on the fishes. And I'm hoping the winter will go by soon so I can start doing more and more stuff. I know December is still early in the winter, but still, you know. And I'm taking a drink of coffee, trying to clear my throat, but don't think the creamer's helping. But, you know, I'd have creamer and coffee. Alright. I should be okay on feed and stuff down here. I shouldn't need any more, I think. We'll leave the tractor outside since it's a fairly small yard. Alright, and I can finally shut my flashlight off. Alright, so we are sitting at 77 fish. We have 83 fish. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do down here, so we're going to have to figure it out. I'm going to see if they need to touch more food. And I'll bring more food down here, too, because I need more food pretty soon. Fish stock, 41%. Okay. Alright, so I don't know what we have to do when it gets full. Not a clue. So we'll have to just play it by ear and see what we do. And again, this is the processing center for the fish, which we put it in cold storage, I'm assuming, while we wait for it to smoke. And we'll have to bring some wood chips down here, because we'll need a load of wood chips. One second, my throat is just not cooperating today. Alright, and this is our apartment down here, so I really don't need anything in this room. But I don't know what we do. There's something we have to do over here, like drain wastewater or something out of here. I'm not sure what that is. Can I go in here? No, I can't. Okay. So this, I know, drains the pond because I did it accidentally in the first series. So this drains the pond. So it must be when I get wastewater, I have to drain it. I'm not sure. We're going to have to figure it out. Because there's no real way of getting in here very easily. Because this road goes down to the lake. So I'm a little puzzled on this one. There's not really a road that goes through this area, so I'm going to have to come in through... Is there another gate hidden along here? Nope. There's not a gate back there. I get through here? No, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. I can get back here. Okay, is this like a just decorative? Turn on F1 so I see if I got any triggers. That's all decorative. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, so I could get around here with a trailer for wastewater. But I don't know what else I do here, so we're gonna let it fill up and then we'll have to figure out what we're doing. Because I'm not seeing any other triggers. Whoop, there was a trigger that flashed. What was that? Open gate, which is the harvesting area. What is this? Let me see what that production says. Fish. Where is my fish farm? There it is. Fish pond. Fish feed, we're full. 83% fish. And it's got 50 times wastewater per 2 fish. Okay. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with that wastewater when we get that far. Alright, well, anyway, everything's good here for now. We'll figure it out when we get that far. What we need to do. Get rid of F1, because I don't like writing on my screen all over the place. Okay, so we've got fish checked on. We've sold some firewood. We don't have any current wastewood contracts. So we're going to just shut down the firewood for the moment. At least earlier when I checked contracts, there wasn't anything for the, for the firewood or deadwood contracts. Alright. Get back to the farm, and I'm going to turn the bread, like I said, to selling automatically. Because the brown containers aren't expensive, but it's just one of those things that, Either that or I'm going to have to buy a boatload of more containers. It'd be nice if we did more than 5 containers of, or 8 or 9 loaves of bread per container. But anyway, I digress. And I apologize, guys. I wish I could get my throat to stay clear in the mornings. It just annoys me as much as it does you. I'm going to do the best I can. But winter allergies are horrible for me. So we've got that going. We've got the butchery in processing. We've got our fields done. Well, we're out and about. Let's see if there's a firewood contract that we can do or anything here. Tree cutting. In this area, the overpopulation of trees, a shagbark hickory, each tree is already marked. Help the owner cut down all marked trees. You can sell them afterwards. Okay, so that one is there. Shagbark hickories are the big, ugly trees that have all the weird, yeah, those. The weird branches and stuff on them. We're going to take some plowing contracts and get our worker going. Alright, so let's get home. Get our... Why are you guys... Oh, jeez Louise, traffic sucks in this game. One guy's in the way. I can't do anything about that. They're just going to have to reset themselves. Because they both tried to turn at the same time. So the local constabulary is going to have to figure that one out. Whoa. Alright, so let's go get the plow going and then do that, and then I gotta come back and do the milking after I get the wood. I do have the mod installed that eliminates the timer on contracts, so we should be good there to do the milking first. But I would just as soon get the trees loaded up and brought back to the house. Alright, let's go check on stuff here real quick. What am I doing? I'm checking on the cows. Let's see how bad they are. I'm gonna speed myself up a little bit. get my exercise, run like crazy. All right, they have 1,500 liters of milk, and they could. Well, they have plenty of food because I fed them some more yesterday. We'll have to muck them out too pretty soon because they're getting that full line again. All right. Well, we'll do that after we get the wood going. Let's get the plow going on this field. I know I really don't need the money, but yet if I want to expand anything, I do need the money. So I'm going to continue to do contracts during the winter. Hopefully during the summer I'll be busy enough doing my own stuff that I won't have to do anymore. But we'll get this started. But those couple contracts we did for Deadwood helped a lot. Got us like about 30,000 so far, give or take. It's like I had like 12,000 off that last load of wood, so our prices are doing really well. Okay, where are we going for the plowing contract? We are going to 43. Where's the farm? Okay, the farm is here, so go up there and it's right there. Alrighty, perfect. Go up here. And then we'll take the left at the top of the hill. And it should be this first field, right after the curve here. Well, we can get up there this way. Let's go this way. And it is this field right here. So let's get a worker started. Let him just go to town on it. All right. Actually, she's gonna work on it. Perfect. All right, let's go back to the farm. All right. I was clearing my throat, that's why I muted myself real quick. And you can see the bunker back here is empty. I put all of the silage in the second bunker, like I said, or the main farm bunker, like I said. And I did purchase 10 more cows back here. So we're going to start getting more buffalo milk. So we have a pretty good herd going of buffalo. So I need to probably bring some more food out for them. And another thing I discovered today, or yesterday, there is a gate in here. You just gotta find the trigger, and it opens up a gate. I saw something flash on my F1 menu, and I'm like, what? What transport contract at Farmland 51 ran out? No. Why is that not working? Grr. Alright, so my contract timer thing is not working. So let me save my game. I'm going to go check on this, and I'm going to have you guys come with me. I don't know if you're going to see much, but we're going to check on it. Because I haven't changed any settings on this mods, and I had a timer working before on this. So unless somebody removed the timer mod from the mod hub, I don't know. Where's the timer mod? Beans, no. Hide NPCs. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? No timer on that. Where is the no timer on this? Okay, maybe I don't have the timer mod on here. I thought I did. Well, we're just going to have to put it in here. Alright. And they want me to update the Unimog. I'm not going to worry about it because I don't need to do that. And contract, lime contract, better contracts, rolling contracts, blah, blah, blah. Mobile contracts, refresh contracts. They must have taken the time mod out. Okay, so that is a different thing here. Let's go look real quick. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this on stream, but it's never hurts to show you guys how I work on looking for stuff. And they do such a wonderful, and that's in air quotes, wonderful job of organizing these. Where is it? Mm, let's see. Great factories need to roll mouse steering, blah, blah, blah. Because I didn't realize the timer had disappeared. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken all those bumpers. Oh my god. Let's see. Sewing machine, additional feed, critters, automatic drinking trough. No, 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 no credit, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of mods I would never ever use, but people have found use for them, so. I'm not finding it. And of course, I'm not anywhere near through all these mods, but I don't want to spend all day looking at mods either. Well, because I've got advanced deadwood missions. That gives me a lot more, the different styles of trees. I do not see the timer mod. Let me search here. Timer. See if it pops up. No content available. All right, well, we're going to let it go. I thought I had it on here, and I know I have it in one of my other games, so I'll do it in between. In between sessions, because I would have to shut the game down, install the mod, and then come back in, and I really don't want to do that on stream. So, because I'm not sure which mod version it's in, or which game version it's in. Just make sure I don't need to put any more on here. Because it's not even in my list of things to do. All right, well, we're just going to keep going. And now it's going to take forever to load because Farm Sim does take a long time to load. And I've never checked the log to see if there's any errors popping up either. I'll have to do that too. Come on, game, load. I have this installed on an NVMe and they're still very slow loading everything. Come on. Come on, shaders. Yep. Okay, there we go. Back it again. All right, so anyway, since that disappeared, and I think as long as you start it, you're okay. I'm not sure. I never did like the stupid timers on the contracts because, yeah, I just don't like it. So we're not going to be able to do the wood contract, which sucks because we could use the extra income and keep building our monies, but such is life. We'll go on. I'm just going to leave this part here with the dudes far attached. And we're going to go do milking, I guess. Actually, let's grab the beast and go get the cow milk. I should have grabbed that when I was down there. Or the buffalo milk. Come on, go forward. And I still can't get this collision camera to work right either, and it's just annoying me, and I'm going the wrong way. The camera collision mod never seems to work properly, and I don't know why. Ever since 19, it hasn't worked correctly. You know, the one that makes you zoom in and out when you go around buildings and stuff. I do not know why that does not work right. Alright, let's get turned around, load those couple jugs of buffalo milk in. Because we're sitting at a herd of 20 of 67 right now, so we're getting there. I would like to get the full 67 so we can really start pumping out the mozzarella, but It's just one of those things. I'm going to buy them as we can afford to safely buy them and save enough money to do expansions, because I would really like to get a beef herd going. If I'm spending the money on the butchery and stuff, I would like to get the other facilities up and running. So we're going to have to just keep working at it here. And this is yellow, or this concrete pad is there because I had put down a multi-fruit silo to put the silage in. And then I decided, well, that was 40 grand. That's stupid to spend 40 grand when I could just dump it in my other bunker. Which you can see I have a massive hump in the middle of my bunker now. So, which is okay. And if I get time, I'm going to be taking one of the augers and modifying it so it will take everything that I need to mix. Because I have to go bucket by bucket here. And bucket by bucket gets really annoying after a while. But anyway, that's just me. I would like to have it so I could do mass loading. And I can't do that if I have to go bucket by bucket. So, dirty, filthy milk cans. And kind of wish they would bring the cleaning up animal feed troughs back in from 19. I miss that kind of thing. Alright, so we're not producing anything. So we have a little bit of that now. Let's get that going again. Mozzarella, activate. Hopefully I get some output pretty soon. Oh, we just did. How much is buffalo mozzarella selling for? Mozzarella, where are you at? You're over here somewhere. And this list of products is huge because I have a bunch of different mods loaded. Is it under buffalo mozzarella? It is. Buffalo mozzarella. Holy 13,000? Okay, that is definitely worth the money. Alright, we're going to let it keep going here. I'm going to stick this in. Whoops, I got to open up my storage first. Stick that in cold storage. And we're going to hold on to that for a little bit. Let's see, I don't know where I have to put it. Oh, it just puts it up there. Okay, cool. We will take our butter and things in there in a little bit and sell them. I would just assume just stockpile a little bit of stuff. Did I get any more butter? No. Okay. My brain is going 8 billion miles an hour, so it's one of those things I'm cursed with. My brain never settles down. Alright, so let's get the milking done, then we'll do the other stuff. And I don't remember what button it is, so let's see, turn on, because it's keyboard again, and R. Alright, we'll get our milking done, which is going to take a little bit because it's 1,500 liters, so it's going to take a little bit. Little calves are doing well. They're able to move around and grow, so hopefully they start growing pretty darn fast. And let's see, empty is that combination of buttons. It pops out a milk container. And, oh, I gotta start milking again. Okay. This does take a while to get all the milking and things done. I'm just gonna let it work here. I'm gonna quickly check my message. Okay. Nothing that important that I can't do this first. And I need to start milking. I keep forgetting to hit that button. So we're going to have quite a few buckets of milk, which is why I brought the little trolley over, because I'm going to have more than 3 cans worth of milk here. And I don't think it'll let me kick out the last bucket of milk, because there's only space for 3 along there. So we'll see if it'll take this one. Nope. Okay, let's get up and do that, and we'll grab this and pick up the milk buckets. Start filling. Nope. Gotta get the right spot. Refill barrel trolley. That's what I wanted. This thing fills up fast. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yep, lame, I know. Alright, let's go dump this, and then I'll continue the milking, get this going. This one I'm going to put straight into cheese manufacturing, because I would like to get the cheese going. The regular cheese. And I'm going to go turn sharp here to get inside. I'm going to bring myself closer so I can see. Alright, dump off the milk. Alright, and we're going to start the processing on this. Cheese production. Regular cheese. Activate. Because I don't have any goat milk, I don't think, at the moment, because my goats are still pretty small. But as our herd grows, we're going to be having lots and lots of extra milk and cheese and butter, and we'll be doing very well by the time I get the herd built up. So that's the big thing. I have to get the herd built up. That's the important part right now. Excuse me. Alright, come on. Give me the trolley mark here. I know I need to fill the tool. There we go. That's what I wanted. Get rid of that other milk can sitting there so I have more room. Alright, now we'll go in and finish the milking. And we're going to sit down, empty the milk, and do that combination again. I like this, yet I don't. It's just kind of one of those different things that I'm not used to, so it's taking a lot more to get myself excited about it. But overall, I really do like Hof Bergmann. Really, really do like it. And I'm playing it on a much smaller scale than a lot of people play it. But that's the way I like to play. I don't like massive farms. So we should get about 3 trolleys, I think, full. Trolley holds 500 if I remember right. So I think we'll be just about full on three loads. Okay, get some more milk going. And same situation. I gotta empty the milk trolley again. Okay, we're done milking, so I'm gonna get up and open the gate. Let me out. Grr, let me out. There you go. Get you filled. And it looks like we need to get some more straw bedding for the cows too, so we'll go ahead and get some. We'll use a little bit of the calf straw in the back pan over there. I don't know if I'm going to use the igloos anymore because the cows just don't seem to grow. They should have been well over 3 months on, yeah, that. They should have been well over 3 months by the time I pulled them out of the pen, but they were still reading 3 months, so I'm not sure what the deal was. But I do want to get the last of the milk. And we might put some into butter production because our tank is just about full over there, so we will put some more together. I'm going to muck out the cows. And then we'll double check on the rest of the animals. Gotta check on the goats. I haven't checked them yet to see if they're out of food or not. And refill that. Refill trolley. Right. So with the Holsteins in there, we'll have the big milk producers going, which is going to be nice because they will start kicking out milk like crazy once they reach maturity. So we're going to be doing a lot of milk production here, I think, once we get going. And I'm in a position now I could increase the herd quite a bit, but I can only hold, I think, 26 in that pen. So I don't want to do that because they all need to reproduce to start producing milk. So I don't want to overcrowd that pen. Alright, so our cheese production is full. Put the rest into the milk separator. Okay, where's my trigger? Oh, my thing is empty. Okay, so I need to get rid of the low-fat milk out of there. This into milk storage. Alright, milking is done. Park this back over here. And how much milk do we have stored? 284. Okay. Wait, did it put some in here? It did. So let's go ahead and get this started. It's only 200 liters, but it's enough that I could put that into the water maker. Let's get these cows knocked out. Gates opened up. And my trigger's down here. Alright, let's get the telehandler and get this muck cleared up out of the middle of the pen. And I can't really see very good here, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. I need to get a manure grab for this, or manure fork, but I haven't found a really good one yet that I like. 6%. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, sure. Dump it right at the end. Yep. Alright, we'll go clean that up in a second here. I'll try and dump it back a little bit here, because I didn't go back all the way when I started filling this. And right now my fields don't need any extra nutrients, so we're going to let that just pile up. And then I'll probably dump it on the two little fields right outside the gate here. Use that. And get this little mess cleaned up if I can. Sometimes the uneven ground doesn't let you pick it up like it should. But perfect. That chore's done. I need to, like I said, get a manure fork on this thing. But it's stuck on it. Shut this. Oh, I gotta be further forward because it swings wide. Come on, forward. Alright, so we're going to shut this gate. we're going to take a look at putting some more money into like beef cattle and stuff. So I would really like to get a few beef cattle running. But we need a little more straw. It says 16,000, which is how much? Let's see. Sheep, goats, goose barn, calf, igloos, chicken coops. There we go. Finally got the right one. Alright, so we're almost full on straw, so we'll let that go. And we have a lot of slurry too, so we'll be spreading slurry in the spring. 16,000 food. I still don't know what this red beets needed is, but TMR should be giving everything that it needs. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. Oh wait, I wanted to look at the calves. Calves are still in puberty. They're at 4 months. So they did finally age 1 month. Alright, so that works. Still might throw a few more bales in here. Got a partial bale here from somewhere. I know it's not going to be a lot, but I don't have a lot of bales stocked up. Because number one, I have them doing baling, so we'll do 9 bales to start. Get the extras in here so they have nice soft beds. Now, where I live, a lot of the dairy farmers use sand in their bedding because it's less harsh on the animal's knees and ankles. So it's kind of interesting watching it. And like I said, I moved off the farm when I was like 10 years old, so I'm not a farmer by trade, but it's still nice to pretend you are occasionally. Okay, we're getting there. Slow but sure. I need to do a few bales for bedding later on. I just want to make sure they have plenty of bedding, so as the herd grows, we don't have problems with manure and slurry and things like that. So, oops. We full? Yep, we're full. Okay. I'm just going to set this one in the pan and let it dissolve as it needs it. Come on, where's my trigger? Grr, where's my trigger? There we go, finally found it. Alright, so the calves are doing well. They'll be milking before long. We've got that done. We've got to go check on our pigs real quick. And then I need to check on the plow, make sure he's doing good enough work. Make sure we get that contract before the timer runs out. Make sure I check this. Hay drying production. Hay dryer. We're getting down there to 41,000, but I'll put some more diesel in there. Empty the trolley at least. Okay, that's good to go. And I don't have a lot of food mixed up yet, but we'll get there. Okay, how's the bread doing? Bread is done. Okay, how are we doing here? Ready to bake. Start. Come on, start the fire. There we go. Finally got it to start. So I bought more wood chips yesterday, and I need to buy some for the fish processing also, so we'll probably do that next and get that going. I also need to buy more yeast. Liquid yeast, get that going. So we have a bunch of little stuff to buy today. Let me pick it up. A bunch of little stuff to buy today to get this all fully self-sufficient. It would be really nice to be self-sufficient. Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible on this map, which is fine. Not complaining in the least. Okay, you're full. Alright. So, it shouldn't take long for the bread to be done. So I need brown containers for the bread. I need yeast. What else did I just say I needed? Brown containers for the bread, yeast, and... I don't remember. Alright, so let's check the sale. The sale is never anything good, and I'm really struggling with that. I need to put some better sales mods or something here. Anyway, off to the races. There is stuff. Consumer goods. We need wood chips. That's what it was. I need wood chips for the smoker up at the fish farm. Okay, we're gonna buy 16. At least I think I just did. So that'll take care of those. And then I need to buy transport containers. Nope. Bakery supplies. I need to buy a boatload of these guys. Buy this. Okay. Now, do I have the transport, little transport trolley in here? I don't remember. Cars and bikes, no. I have this little guy, though, that I could get. But that's the same as the other thing. Back. Alright, so now we get to carry all of these little brown tubs into the bakery, which is going to take a short while. Which, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Can I throw them in here? Nope. They're just going to be stacked. Okay. And I know I should be doing this down at the store, but whatever. I like store deliveries. I pay for the delivery fee, so I might as well use it. You can take them. And then I need to pick up all this wheat that's laying around over here. Actually, let's just do that right away. Get it picked up. Oops, missed. Come on, pick it up. There we go, back neat where it should be. And get this in there. Hi, kitty cat. Okay. Do. And this is going to take a few minutes to get this done, and then to load all the wood chips in the vehicle to take down to the fishery. That's going to take a little bit, so we got plenty to do on the farm today. This sky is beautiful. I love the way they've done it. That's one thing I will give Giants a plus on, is they have designed a skybox that is pretty darn good. Overall, I really like farming. It's just certain things that their Giants is doing that just kind of makes me question, you know, raise the eyebrow and go, But it's the only game I'm still playing from 2025 continuously. Everything else is just little bits here and there. Alright, get these picked up. I should be just about ready to empty some of the bread out of the bakery, out of the other thing also. The mouse is a nice touch, but I'm not a fan of rodents in real life, so it's like, no. Those are the little things that make the whole production area seem alive, though. let's see if we can do... Alright, you shut down. Why are you shut down, Agent? You ran out of wood chips again. So we're going to have to invest in a large stock of wood chips because otherwise it's going to take forever, to keep this going. And yes, it's a mess because everything is individual containers. It's very hard to keep things neat when it's in individual containers because he doesn't have any storage for the containers. Come on. Will you please cooperate just a little bit? Flatten out and get back on the stack where you're supposed to be. Alright, so we've got our thing full, and I gotta turn on. My switch is clear back here for some reason. Somewhere. Turn on baking oven. Alright. And where this one loaf of bread came from, I'm not quite sure, but okay. We're gonna leave that sit right up here for now. Because I have a couple loaves of bread here that aren't, or boxes of bread here that aren't full, so. Alright, so that's good. And the oven is full. So, good to go there. How's the butchery doing? That should be cooking along. You can see it's putting the walls up, so that's going to be good. Getting there. Okay, we've got our fish looked at, we've got our milking done, got the cows mucked out. We need to check on the goats. Speed myself up a little bit if I hit the right button. Whoa, not that fast. That's a better speed. And put these back in storage so I don't drive over them. Alright. Cows they are good, not cows. They're good for the moment. We have 10 goats. And they're all full size except for a couple. So yeah, they're doing well. I could do 50 goats in that container. So we're going to run this up to the milk processing and throw it on the ground because I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, Lord. I wish they would put this so you could hang on to stuff better. Where did it go? Hello? Where'd my milk can go? Where did it go? Alright, well, I can't pick up milk cans in hands anymore. Did it go clear over here? Yes, it did. What's it doing over here? I really, really wish Giants would fix the ability to hang on to stuff in this game. Really wish they would fix that. And go in there. Ooh, we have our first block of cheese. Sweet! Alright, so I'm just going to stockpile the goat milk for the moment. And actually, I need to see if there's any pregnant goats. If not, I'm going to buy a few more goats. Yep, they're all... One's in puberty and the other 6 are in different stages of reproduction. So we'll have some goats here shortly. You baby goats. Alright, let's not run full speed with this because we'll just drop it. Just like that. And kick it across the whole thing. Can I get a hold of you, please? Wait till you stop rolling. Can I please pick you up? Lordy sakes. I need to get my beast over here and help me pick it up. I would like something that goes a little bit slower than the beast over in the yard because the beast is so fast. Alright. So we have 68 liters of cream. That's not enough to even put into butter. How much butter do we have? Storage is empty. Why is the butter storage empty? I don't have any extra butter. Butter production. Beam, outgoing butter. I loaded this up yesterday. That's kind of odd that it's empty. Oh well, we'll let it sit. Let's see. Got that done, got that done. Let's go check on our plow to see how he's doing. And can I switch cameras, please? Okay, he's almost done. Or is he done? I think the contract's finished. Contract completed. Collect, that's almost 7,000, so that'll be nice. Now, since I'm done with everything, there's a deadwood contract with 51 hours, so this time we won't be running into timer issues. So we're going to bring this back home. And then we'll take our trailer and Dude's Fire up and get that deadwood contract, which is right by the farm, which is nice. We can get the firewood production going again. So I'm going to wait until the animals are born, and then I'm going to see about adjusting herds. And I also want to look at, like I said, getting one of the beef pastures, either the regular cows or the Highland cows, either one, I would like to get going. Simply for the fact that I would like to get going. To be blatantly obvious. Let's see. Can I go here? Park you here? I don't need you up against the fence, but we're going to leave you parked right here for now. Grab this, and we're going to go do our deadwood contract. Come on. So we can get our firewood going again. The sale of firewood really works well in the winter for smaller farms. And plus we're helping clear out deadfall trees, so that helps. Let's see, it should be up in this area right up here. I'm gonna pull off to the side though, because he has so many bushes in here, it's hard to see. Right here. Alright, where's our deadwood trees at? Oh, there they are. Come on. Chainsaw, give me a chainsaw, please. I don't know how many trees I have, but we'll take them out here. Wood. Since I can see pretty good with all the bushes and stuff dead, I can get this cleaned up pretty fast. Now, I have had to look really close at the bottom of the trees to see if there's any marks, because sometimes the marks are way down. That one doesn't appear to be a deadfall tree, though. Yeah, because like right here, the marker is like almost in the tree, in the dirt. So, just had to do that. This one, is that going to work? Yep, it does. I'm just going to cut them all down real quick, and then take them out into the pasture area and hold them up, or clear them up. So I know I have everything cut down. Those must be part of them over here. I do not see. It's obviously a dead tree. I don't see a marker on it though, so we'll wait on that one. I don't want to incur a penalty. But this isn't a big forest, so it's not like I'm gonna have to look hard for the trees. Alright, so let's get all these cleaned up real quick, and then we'll find the last tree. Because I think there's 2 more trees to go. So where are the 2 trees? Let's get these cleaned up, I guess. don't cut it. I want to trim the branches off first. Okay, almost done. Did I get them all? Nope, missed one. And this is actually does not want to stay on the side of the tree where I want it to be. You want to cut that branch off, please? Nope, you're going to be difficult. Okay. Well, let's pull these out of here so I know what I'm working with. Pull them out here in the grass area so I know what I'm working with. And yes, I know I should be using a yarder or something to pull these, but yeah, whatever. Are you done flipping around? There we go. If I had room in the yard, I would just grab a yarder and drag the full trees into the yard. But I don't have room in the yarder, or room for full trees in the yard, so we're just going to do it this way. Come on, straighten out. I know, I'm close to the other trees. Let go. And let you settle. Nope. Just a little bit, not crazy. There you go. Get them out here where I can work with them. And then I gotta find the last two trees. Which I'm not sure where those last two trees are at. Because I incur a $2,000 penalty if I cut the wrong one, so I gotta be careful. Which I might just cut those two down and then refund the penalty because the marking is not there. Unless it's right on the... Okay, there's a marker on that one. So that's one of them. But there's some of the trees that the marker has been almost buried in the ground, where I've had a lot of trouble trying to find them. Get these out here. Much easier to deal with when you're not in the middle of the trees, or 1,000 bushes. Alright, so it has to be this tree, because it's the only other pine tree in the area. And if it gives me a penalty, I'm just going to refund it, because there's obviously no marker on it that is visible. Because I've gone around the tree 3 times, and it's the only pine tree in the area, and this is not one of the expanded ones. So, there we go. Yep, it was one of the trees, but it wasn't marked. So, or if it was marked, it was way inside the other stuff. Let's get these things cleaned up. Oh, did you just delete the damn tree? Don't do that, please. Yep, it deleted my tree. Oh boy, it's because I had lumberjack on. Oh well, life is such as life. Stuff happens. Alright, let's get these cut down into manageable sizes here. This will keep our firewood processing going for a while, so that'll be good. why that's set for 6 feet, I don't know. Let's see, can I... Where is my set length? Length is set to 1.8 meters. I don't want that length. It doesn't give me the... I don't know, remember the key to change the length? So I'm just gonna cut them shorter because my trailer's not that big either, so... There's a key binding that tells me which length setting to use, and I don't know what it is right off the top of my head. So, we're gonna not get any markers off this one. Awesome. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about getting them exact because of the fact that my trailer's pretty stout. So those two are cut, I think. I'm gonna bring the tractor closer. Alright, so these should all be, I can pick up with bare hands legally. I don't have to use super strength. Because I don't have super strength turned on right now, and I'm able to lift them, so. Should be hunky-dory. In real life, you'd never be able to lift this big log. But this isn't real life, so. Let's get this. Let go of the log, thank you. Alright, we're gonna get a nice haul off of this. Get these all loaded up. Get them back and get the firewood going. What I should do is, since I need a lot of wood chips, is take some of these and make them into wood chips, but I don't know how many wood chips I would get out of this. And it's easier actually to work with the wood chips in the small bags, which I don't think I can do with the map. So wood chips just don't really matter a whole lot right now. So it's chopped. We should get a nice chunk of firewood off of this, though. These are much easier to stack than the shagbark hickories are. Much easier. Let's put this one on the other side. Okay, time to start strapping it down so it doesn't just keep shifting. I'm gonna hopefully I can get all these on here. Let's see though. It's probably gonna end up being 2 loads. Just cuz. I don't have the biggest tractor hooked up to this, so I don't want to struggle to pull it back to the farm. Come on, let me have that. There you go. Alright, let's just chop the rest of these real quick. Okay, so I got 3 trees left to load up. I'll come back for those. I don't want to get too big of a load because then my little tractor's going to struggle pulling it. And plus, I have really nothing else to take care of today, so I might as well just do that and just keep working on taking care of the farm for the winter. And like I said yesterday, I might just fast forward to like March so I have more to do. Because the grass is, they say I can cut it, but I really have no need for it right now with the herd I have. So once I get the babies born and raised and things like that and increase the size of the herds, I'll need more and more food, so that will definitely mean that I need to get stuff going here. Let's go. Alright, get that processing. Go back, get the other load, and we'll be done with that. Come on, back up. Of course, the trailer does not want to back where I want it to go. There we go. Wait, this isn't where I need to be. Go across my grass field and get back over here because I'm on the other side of this road. That's where I'm at the wood. Alright, get it loaded up and we're good to go. Then I gotta take all those wood chips down to the fishery. Get that done. Whoa! Where did my vlog go? Might be this one, I'm not sure. Either that or it went flying just like the other one did. Or the milk can did. And I'll find it like 10,000 feet away. I am parked a little close to the trailer. A little more manageable size. Come on, get in there. Right. What I could do is buy this little chunk of land right here and plant a bunch of trees on it and let them grow up and then do more logging, but I'm really not a logger in this game. I wish I could be, because I understand, you know, difference of playing styles and stuff. That's a lot of fun to do, but I'm just not a logger. Maybe if I had the joysticks and everything like people recommend, it would be better, but again, I use my desk for too many things, so I can't have dedicated stuff on my desk. So, just one of those things. And we should be able to work on our garden coming up pretty soon too. Our little garden that's in the yard should be able to do that. Since there's such a large smattering of vegetables that pop up in the contracts, it'd be kind of nice to do the contract and then whatever vegetables are left over make into like canned foods or something. Kind of fun to do that too. But it's usually very hard to stop the dumping process once you get it started, you know, so you have a lot left over. Okay, so is that all the chunks now? Yes. Alright. Put a few straps on it. And away we go. Contract finished. So we got more firewood being processed. We've got everybody happy and healthy on the farm. We just need to take the wood chips down to the fishes, and yeah. Then I think I might watch Farmer Klein just enough to see what I'm supposed to do with the wastewater. I have never figured it out. Although there is a wastewater treatment facility close by, up in the northern end of town. So we might go check that out too. Park our trailer, get that out of the way for now. Alright. I really don't have a lot of tractor storage and stuff on this main yard. So I'm just gonna leave the tractors where they're at for the moment. Where's my beast? Beast is down here. Yep, beast is down here. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can load the wood chips in the beast and take those up to the fishery. Although after the debacle yesterday, I think I'll take the van. I don't need to get stuck on that railing again. We'll load up the van. Come on, open the door. Open the door. Nope, not the door. Get it out of the place here. I like this little van, yet I don't. Gear. Nope. Out. That's what I want to do. And now I want to unfold the car so I can put all of these bags in the back. Take them up to the fish farm. I need to slow myself down again. So I am going way too fast to do some of these things. Come on, get. Okay. I kind of wish I didn't have to mess with these little bags, because they're not the most fun in the world to get into vehicles sometimes. But yet I don't want to do wood chips on such a huge scale that I need gigantic tractors either. So I'll quit complaining. And we should have fish ready to smoke pretty darn soon, I would think. And yes, it's going to be difficult to get these in here because I'm not doing a very good stacking job. I might look at trading this off and putting just a little pickup or something in here so I can haul things easier. I haven't started producing enough stuff yet that I need like a square van or a dry van, but it'd be nice to have maybe a rumbler with a flatbed on it. Come on, get in there. There you go. Close the van. Alright, get these up to the fishery. made it across the bridge without crashing. Aha! Obviously, I'm a better driver today than I was yesterday. I may actually modify the Beast so it doesn't go as fast. Because I think it goes over 100 miles an hour, and I'm just, nah. Gate. And I need to take them into the smoking area, so we are gonna go ahead and back up there. That's my command, open the back of the gate. X. Alright, so now we gotta take them over to the smoking pit here. Just right here. Might as well just fill up the bottom. Come on. Can I open the smoking chamber, please? Open oven door. Oh, keyboard is fighting my controller again. Grr. Alright, well, let's get this unloaded. Ark. I've got my super strength set, so it's quite a distance on it. Actually, no, I don't, because I don't have super strength on right now. Whatever. I'll need to get closer so I have better control of the bags. Kind of wish I had a little trolley from FS25 that Andy had done. It was just a little hand cart that you could use that worked so well. Not like a wheelbarrow, but it was just a little flat cart that kind of like the milk trolley, but no tank on it. Just gonna throw these in here for now. Kind of wish that would be back again. If I knew vehicle modding and things like that, I would bring it back in, but I don't know how to do vehicle modding. Okie dokie. I don't know if I have a tanker to do the wastewater with either. I honestly don't think I do. I have to look into that. We'll throw it in the pond. You don't want your wood chips in the pond. That's not a good idea. And this probably isn't the correct spot to store it, but whatever. I should have brought fish food down here with me when I came. Darn it. Not a very good planner. Alright, get this done. And then I might sleep just to have, you know, a cup. Come on, pick it up. Actually, no, I need to do other stuff today, so I'll probably end the stream in like 2.5 hours, because I have other things I need to do today. and I don't have the patience to stack these, so I did at the very beginning of playing this, but I don't anymore. I can't read the number over there. What is our fish production at? 48%, so it's gone up 7% since I was up here earlier. Okay, so the fish is running. I have 95 fish and 2,300 liters of wastewater. Let's take a look at this. Wastewater. I don't want to create a job. I just want that map. There's a wastewater treatment facility here somewhere, right here. Which I think I can take the wastewater to. I'm not sure though. There's not a selling place that I know of. Oh, wastewater, there is. So it is at the sewage treatment plant. Okay. So September's a good time to push it out, but I'll be having a lot before then. What can I hold in my production fishing pond? I can hold 8,000 liters. Okay, so I'll just let it go until I get full, and then I will... Wait, I don't want this on distributing. It on storing for now. Yeah. Anyway, we are good to go there. I'll need to bring more food down eventually. But, again, it's one of those slow productions. Alright. Go home and get our stuff squared away. Put our cheese into storage, make sure our bread's still going, because our bread makes good money. Ooh, lady. Look both ways before you cross the street. Get back and check on everything, and then we should be good. This is the slow time of year, so unfortunately it's going to be very slow. And we have snow coming in according to the forecast, so I might have to get something to deal with the snow. Not sure how much is going to fall this first time. Oh. I need to figure out my steering on this controller too, because it's way sensitive. I'm barely moving the stick. Like not even maybe 5 millimeters. It takes a dive for the road. So anyway, we'll figure it out. Alright, get slowed down so I don't have to make a two-wheel turn here. And we'll back the van in, because I feel like it. Alright, that's all taken care of. Let's see how our butchery's doing, see if it's ready for the next stage yet. Nope, getting close though. And I'll have one final stage that I need to do, which I don't know what it's going to be. Probably buying tools or something again, I'm not sure. But we're doing that, and what's our bread doing? Oh, our bread's done. Let's get her making some loaves here. This should be cooked and ready to go. Come on, fill a little faster, please. Yeah, after I go through these 12 containers, I'm going to be, let's see, 505, did they? No, I still have a couple partials. I'd like to get them figured out. 98, 389, get that one out of there. And then I have 498. Get those partials filled in. And knock all the other stuff over. That's always a good way to do it. Come on, fill, please. this is the part I don't like. It's touchy how you get these in just the right spot to get them to fill. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Close you. Will you please pick up the bucket? There. Now we got it to fill. Grr. Alright, there we go. Okay. What are you doing? Are you auto-selling? Why are you disappearing? You're not filling buckets. Hang on. You're filling a bucket over here. Is there a trigger there that needs to be filled? Try that again. I don't know. But it was auto-filling that bucket, which is weird. Alright, well I think I'm going to turn this on selling as soon as these 12 buckets are gone, because this is kind of tedious. I'm just going to set that on the floor because I don't want to throw it in the painter. Alright, and we're out of wood chips again. So yeah, I'm going to need a consistent pile of wood chips because it's going to take a lot of wood chips. Which I might actually look into doing my own wood chips because it's going to take a lot to keep these. Between this and the fish feed is going to take a lot to keep going. This is... Get over here, please. Thank you. And she's going to keep mixing that, so we'll get the fire started here. It's cooking, okay. And we'll mix up some more yeast. Pallet of flour. I kicked them all out again because I hit the wrong button. That's okay. Uh-oh, I'm out of yeast. I didn't buy any yeast either. Well... We'll buy... Sure, we'll stock up our shelves. This is where I wish I had the little cart. That I could just drag around, load it up on there, and take them in. Instead of having to run them one at a time inside. Alright, yeast liquid is done. It's kind of like the little goose cart I had a few weeks ago. The cart that I would like to get. It's like just a little hand cart. You can drag all these up. But in a way, it'd be double the work. A lot less running. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. Okay. Didn't like that yeast bucket, evidently. Get these loaded up. Come on, will you quit throwing the buckets? Gerber, gerber, gerber. Right. Get this done, and then we will have everything done for the day. Except for cleaning up all my extra flour that's laying everywhere. So we'll get this going. And then it should be January the next time I start a stream, hopefully. Because we're almost at nighttime now. It'll be dark by 5 o'clock. And it sure will be nice when I have more time during the day to do stuff. Alright. finished mixing that batch of dough, which already has the yeast and everything in it. I just need to put the water in it. Good to go there. She's mixing the dough like crazy. Pick up all this, and I'll probably throw some more grain into the mill. So I'm going to be getting low on flour by a couple days here. And building storage owned by you. Did I fill it up already? I don't know. Yes, I did. Okay, start that up. Alright, so we have bread being made. We got a big stock of bread on our shelves that we need to sell pretty soon. We're going to need to buy more wood chips because that's going to be empty soon. But we have everything taken care of. Everything's working well. How's our hay doing? Hay is just about done. It's 36,000 left to go. Piggies are happy and healthy. They're growing like weeds. We got bunnies, we got chickens, we got geese. Yep, lots of stuff going on. Alright, that's enough time. And we're gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna see how daytime is going, because I'm not too worried about getting things done right now. I do need to get some things done. Alright. And again, it's... Oh, we got snow. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out some way to take care of our snow here. Chicken and ducks and everything are doing okay. They've got food and water. Manure's getting a little high. We'll have to get that taken care of here. I don't see any visible evidence of manure, so we're okay there. And kitties need to be fed. I forgot to do that. Kitties are fed. Gonna have to get a new flat of food pretty soon. Bunnies, how are you guys doing? Bunnies are 598 food. And they need a bale of hay, and I think it's lettuce that they need also. Let's look. We have rabbits. Okay, so we must have had bunnies here. So we have 11, 12, 13 animals, and we have straw. The manure heap's not near enough, so I don't know where that has to be. Lettuce and carrots. Alright, so we'll need to get some more food for them soon, because they're going to be ready to go. Piggies are growing. They're going to be ready to go. I think they're sitting okay for food for right now. 100, 1170 food, manure. Yep, they're good to go. The dryer is still cooking away over there. That is done. Okay, so it is ready to go. Whenever our animals are ready to process, it'll be the time to get going. And we'll have meat and things that we can put into the city town shop, and we can do that. Alright, and bread should be done, some of it. I guess we're out of... Nope, just need to start it. Alright, should be cooking away now. Yep. And we got that going. She needs to make more loaves of bread. Get her going. And I need to turn that on. Alright, daytime's good enough. Get rid of the light. We need to go do our animals down here. Make sure they're taken care of. I'm not going to do a whole lot with the snow because I don't anticipate having to do much. Let's see. I should be shutting my doors every night, but 687 milk, and I have half the capacity is filled with animals now. See, I don't know why these calves are not growing, or, you know, visually growing, I should say. They should be visually growing pretty soon, because they're 5 months old, so they'll start kicking in pretty soon. Food and water for food and straw is good for those guys, so we'll leave them go. Check on our goats back here. They should be having babies pretty soon. Okay, the goats are doing good for food and water, and we have 10 goats now. They haven't had their babies yet, but they'll be having babies soon. They're good to go there. We got one more jug of goat milk. We'll take that with us. And this time I'm not going to run. I'm just going to walk a little bit faster than I was before, because I don't want to throw it. Put that in our cheese processing, which I need to check and make sure I get the cheese put away into cold storage. Alright, you're almost done. Let's see, goat milk. Cheese production. Goat cheese, I have 300 units, so we'll activate that. I'm gonna deactivate that one. And we need to move all that cheese into cold storage, because I don't know what the proper time for selling cheese is. So, cheese is going to be... September is the big selling time. But, let's see, we're January, so that's actually not too far down from where it should be, because it's 45 versus 44. So it's really not bad time to sell it now. We got a thing of mozzarella to sell too, plus a couple containers in here. So let's kick these out. And we will take all of this in and sell it, just to see what kind of money we're going to get off of it. There's the cold storage. We'll go get the van, because I like the van, yet I don't, because it's very compact. Not going to worry too much about the snow, because we'll be in January soon. We'll be through January. Come on, start. And I could go get a snowplow or something, but the snow isn't that deep. If we get more, I'll have to really do something with it. But we don't have that much right now. So, what's my controls? Come on. Go. Get our butter and everything here. Our mozzarella. I'd like to sell these one at a time so I can see what kind of prices we're going to get off of them. Our second pallet of mozzarella. We need to go check on the buffaloes too, because those are up by themselves. And a box of butter. Oops. And then our wheels of cheese, which are going to take a little bit to move, because you're going to move one by one. I could move them on pallets. I do have pallet abilities. But for right now, this is good enough, until I get my herd big enough that my milking absolutely has to be done. Or my loading absolutely has to be done by pallets. Then I'll look at getting a rumbler with flatbed back, so I can have bigger storage. But right now I don't have enough cows doing milking to do that. goat cheese going. That's only 300 liters, so I don't know how much that's going to make, but somewhere along the line, if we get big enough, I may end up putting down a second goat pen somewhere and really cranking up production. We'll see, though. Just depends on how well I do and how long this keeps me going. As long as you guys are viewing, I'm going to try and keep it going. Okay, that's good to go. Close that up. And where am I going with all this? Cheese is selling the best at 44.53 at the bakery right now. That's the best place there. Oh, we have a bunch of bread to sell too. And that's at the farm shop. No, that doesn't have the bakery. So can I go one location? 3666. McKay's Beer Tavern is buying there. That has a very farm shop is buying there. McKay's, 14.9 at the supermarket. Baby. Yep, we're gonna go to the supermarket with the buffalo cheese because that is going to get us some really nice money. And hopefully this snow won't make it really hard to drive. Let's see. So we're off to do several different deliveries. I should load up the bread, because I got a big pile of bread to do too. Okay. I have bread that's done in here. I do. Okay, oops. Oh, I'm gonna take the partial. Fill that up. Might as well take the bread with us. I mean, we have plenty of stuff to sell. I'll almost have an entire vehicle full of just bread. Craziness, I see. Okay, that's another full one. This up and keep it cooking. Oh, wrong one. Over here. There we go. And she's got plenty of dough to go because I got another batch here. Perfect. Let's finish loading our bread in our area here. I'm going to have to start looking at palletizing everything, though. It would be easier to maneuver with it. We'll have a nice chunk of money coming in, I think. Oops. I'm gonna have to restack that cheese. It's causing issues here. Get in the front. This is a slower process, so it's going to take me a little bit to get it done. Oops, get off the cheese. Go. Yep, definitely have to start looking at palletizing the cheese and getting a different vehicle, because this one's nice to start out, but I like the rumbler that has the flatbed on the back. Much easier to use for loading pallets and stuff too. Two more piles of bread to go. Here, can I please put you in here? Come on, forward. Yep, time to invest in a rumbler. This vehicle was nice for a while, and now it's just too compact. It's just not enough space when you're starting to kick out production like we are, so. Come on, get in there. Alright, you're full. Now, let's go to the bread delivery first, which I think is McKay's Beer Tavern. Actually, let's look. Bread. Best price is gonna be $36.63, $36.55. So McKay's is gonna be the big one for the bread. So we're gonna go there. Yep. I'm gonna have to figure out something for salting or something on these roads, because it could get pretty slippery. And I could charge the town for clearing their roads. I just don't have any snow plows or any snow equipment loaded right now, so I'll need to look at that. And I'm hoping it's 10 o'clock by the time we get to McKay's, because it needs to be 10 o'clock because they don't open until then. Because I ran into this the other day when I came down here. I ended up having to turn around and go to the village shop because the McKay's wasn't open yet. Is not open. So we're gonna fast forward time since we're right here. I'm gonna fast forward time to get the time opened. So the gate's open. And there we go. Now we can sell our bread. I don't want to go right to the trigger though, because that will sell everything in here that he buys, and I don't want to do that. I want to just sell him the bread. Because my buffalo mozzarella, I want to sell somewhere else. Where's my dump spot here? Grr, where's my trigger? Inside? Come on. No. Where is my trigger? Grr. Oh, way over here. Okay. Cool. I could park a little bit closer, but should be getting off that. 2,100 for each tub of bread. That's pretty good. Pretty good prices. So this winter has been really good to us. We haven't had any... Can I do 2 at a time without losing them? I don't think I can. Alright, there we go. Made it. So that's $4,300 for 2 little tubs of bread. That's pretty good. Considering we have all our own wheat. All I have to buy is the yeast, and that's only like $6 a jug, so that's not very expensive. Alright, tavern gets all the bread. Then we'll look and see what place gets the regular cheese. I could have parked closer, but I didn't want it to accidentally grab everything in the trailer, or in the van. Let me tip that one the right way. There we go. And there. One last tub of bread right up front. Okay, all the bread is sold, so that did good. Now, what place gets the regular cheese? Regular cheese goes to 44, 48, 2, 48 to farm shop or the bakery. We'll go to the farm shop. That looks like a good spot to go. You know, I have no idea where the farm shop is because it's not showing here. Stations? Oh, it's showing like gas stations and stuff. Okay. I lost my setting. Cheese. Bakery. We're gonna go to the bakery with it. Tag place. Oh, just around the corner. Okay, cool. Be up this way, is it? And yes, I'm on the wrong side of the road. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go here, so. I'm gonna guess that the road goes here. Very narrow road. I actually am not sure how to get to the bakery. So this is the road. Yep, it is. Awesome. Okay, so now I gotta stay away from the marker, because I don't want to just take everything again. You guys get the cheese. And we got $500 for one brick of cheese, or one wheel of cheese. So that's pretty good. Alright, so the dairy products are definitely worth doing, and so's the bread. The bread is very little work. So it works very, very well. And then once we get the vegetables going, we can sell them too. And they function, I think, like a field. I'm not sure how that works, but we'll find out. And if they sell really well, I might put a garden plot down somewhere and actually, like Omatana's garden plot that she has, the big one, and really ramp up production on my vegetables and stuff. Alright, so that's all the cheese. Now who gets the butter and buffalo? Buffalo mozzarella goes to 14.4, 14.9 at the supermarket. Who gets regular butter? The supermarket pays... Ooh, bakery is paying 75, so we're going to drop the butter off here. Okay, so that was $1,800 for one box of that, and now the buffalo mozzarella goes to 14.4, 14.9, goes to the supermarket. Alright, that's a ways away. I need to look at the map to see how to get there, though. I'm not exactly sure how to get there. Go back to the main road and figure it out. So we made some pretty good money off of our little bit of stuff here. Oh, come on. Let me get past you. You're going too slow. Alright. Down to the supermarket. Probably shouldn't drive like a bat out of you-know-where. But the slipperiness doesn't seem to be kicking in yet, so... I think we take the right up here. Oh, goodness, we got another freaking crash here, so I gotta go around them. We're gonna have a three-way crash very soon. And it's up this way. Anxious to see what kind of money we can make off this buffalo milk. If that's the case, I'm going to keep making more and more buffalo pens because, or more and more buffaloes, because that is a lot of money. And that'll help us get towards buying the beer production and the winery. Okay, supermarket's right here. Oh, it's an Aldi's, or it's an Andy's, but, you know, same difference. Where's my delivery point? Right there. Alright. Get our buffalo mozzarella. And how about we tip it up right side up? There we go. And our first pallet of buffalo mozzarella sold for $4,100. Nice. Very nice. So we made almost 10,000, oh, 8,200 off these two pallets of buffalo mozzarella. Nice. Alright, how do I close my back door? Full car. X. There we go. Get backed up and get out of here. Go back to the farm. Check on our buffalo while we're in the vehicle. And we're gonna be good to go. So we made almost $12,000, give or take. That's a nice little chunk of money. Really not that much work to it. As things get busier and busier on the farm, I'd like to just put everything on auto sale, but sometimes you don't get the best selling prices then. So it's just, let's see here. Get back to the farm. Ooh, my frame rate is struggling just a little bit. All of a sudden, it's weird. Usually I don't have any problems running. Maybe there's a background process on my computer running that's causing the issues. Alright, let's go check on the buffalo real quick here. Since we're in a nice warm vehicle. They look happy and healthy. Whoa. And we got 2 jugs of milk. I could go ahead and get those. Get them processing. I'll put the straps on once I get everything in there. They're not producing the fastest, but they're by far worth the most. And food-wise, they're still good to go. They still have 9,800 meadow and 14 food, so we're good to go. And they're not producing manure because I don't have straw in their pen. But that's okay. I have plenty of fertilizer. So we get the buffalo done. Let's take a look at how much the beef pastures are. Just for giggles, so I can kind of plan where I'm going to be doing here. Open. And map. Beef pastures up here. That's only 44,000, so we could actually do that and get a beef herd going too. Then I would have to step up my game mixing TMR and stuff. But I think I'll wait till spring to do that. Because the pig facility is silly expensive. 327,000. And the goose, or the apple orchard's not bad price, so we can do that in the spring also. What is that? Farmland 63. I never figured out what that was. I think it was like a water treatment or something. Where's the other pasture? Way up here. This is for the Highland cows. So this one is 52. So we could do all kinds of beef herds. And yeah, the price on these things is really, really high. So we won't be doing that anytime soon. um, Eventually I would like to expand our 4 little fields, get them a little bigger. I'd probably go for some of the smaller ones down here though, since a lot of my productions and thing are all based down here. The geese are silly expensive. So we're going to have to work up to expanding those because the breeding facility for the pigs is 327,000, which is more than I have right now. But if I can get the 2 pastures running in the spring and get us some animals going like crazy there, then that will get the um, butchery going, and then we can start selling that. And this we already own. How's my production doing on the fish? I haven't checked on those, and that's quite a ways away, so we'll just look here. Fish. Ooh, we're getting there. 200 liters of fish. I need to get fish feed. I mean, it's not using it terribly fast, but I need fish feed and wood chips again. Because the bakery's almost done wood chips. So I'll need some more there too. Which I will do off camera, because I know it takes a long time to load everything. Let's see, we got buffalo milk. And opening up the back should be that button there. And my buffalo milk slid all over the place. Okay, so the buffalo milk is definitely worth it. Cheese is worth it, and the bread is worth it. So we're going to have plenty of income coming in once everything's up and running nice and smooth. Let's see. I need the mozzarella. And we have stuff, so we're going to get that going. Get some more mozzarella being made here. Our cheese is still kicking out. Our goat cheese is kicking out, which is nice. And that's empty, so I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. Where's my trigger to shut you off? Right here. And the cheese is shut down because we're not ready to milk yet. We're going to stockpile a bunch of stuff and just go crazy selling it one day. Oops, where's my trigger? There it is. It's never going to be a huge production because of the fact that the farm has small quantities of animals. Because my max cows is 26, I think, in here. 30. So we're half capacity already, so I could probably get more money or more milk if I would put Holsteins in here, but I like this brown Swiss. I'm not a big fan of the Holsteins for everything. Or Holstein, however you say it. But we'll get them going, because I think almost all of these guys are pregnant. We could do the milking too, but I don't feel like doing it right now. So, these guys, reproduction, 10 of them look like they're pregnant, so looks like we'll have some more. If all 10 of them have a cow, that'll give us 20 out of the 30, no, 25 out of the 30 in here. All 10 of them have babies. And then we have the little other 5 coming in. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of cows. So I need to get that conveyor belt problem or thing fixed up. So I don't have... Oh! Okay. Snow's gone. Awesome. We need to go ahead and order some more stuff, and I think I'm going to end the stream because I need to get some personal things done today. I'm going to put this away. Back it in here. And I think we had a pretty productive day. We made some more money. And since the buffalo milk is so profitable, I think I might buy 10 more up here. Let's go up there and check on them one last time. I might add a few more. I want to see if anybody's pregnant up here to see if I'm going to overflow my pen. That's my only concern right now. Is I have 20 of 67, so if I buy 10 more, that's not going to overflow my pen anytime soon. But are they expecting babies? Oh, buffalo pasture. We have 5. They're in the middle of reproduction stage. They're in the middle. Yeah, all of them are in the middle of reproduction. You know what? We're going to do it anyway. Because since the milk is so valuable, it's going to be we'll buy younger ones. We'll buy those Angus, water buffalo. We'll buy 6-monthers. That way, it's going to be getting warmer out. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do the babies, and we'll do 10 smallers. Buy. Okay, so now we should have 30 of 67 buffalo in here. It's a nice pasture of animals. And I'm going to need to bring more food down pretty soon. But we got a good start there. And then I am going to go ahead and buy the beef cattle pasture that's up over here. We're just going to run over there and buy it, because it's right up here. This is the beef cattle pasture where we were cutting the wood earlier. Actually, no, on the other side of this grove of trees we were cutting the wood. So let's go ahead and buy the beef cattle pasture since we have the money. And we're going to do that, yes. And then I need to look at where's my feeder for them. Oh, I got a tree stand in here yet. Alrighty then. I will go ahead and take this tree down to the farm so I remember to clean it up. And yes, I'm going to use super strength. And no, I don't care if you guys don't like it. Ha ha. I'm going to move it right here so I don't forget to take care of it. And go back up and figure out this pasture. I think this one I might have to build. Not sure. Where is the stuff here? Hand tools, player speed, turn on headlamp, hidden. I think this is one you have to build, and I don't remember what I need to build it. I don't know where I'm supposed to be or what I need to do. Okay, let's look at our pen here. Pen information. Buffalo pasture, sheep, goat, cafe glue, cow barn, pig barn, cow pasture. No animals in the husbandry, but I don't have any way to put them in there yet. I think I might have to go watch Farmer Klein, because I don't remember exactly how to do this, but I think it is a buildable that you have to put down, and then you have to do that. Let's check the buildable screen. Let's see, constructibles. If I remember right, it is garage. No. Uh-oh, I don't remember how to do that. Yep. I think it might be a constructible, because this is all regular cow pasture stuff. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to look. Hay rack is used to dry mown grass. No. Bees. I want to get some bees going too this spring. I want to focus on cows. I thought it was a buildable. I'm not sure though. Constructibles. Holiday farmhouse. This is all Highland fishing stuff. Farm garage, farmhouse, buildable log cabin. Yeah, I don't see what it is, but I know it has something to do with a building menu, and I don't remember exactly what it is. I think you have to go to the building center. No, it's the other one that's over by the animals. No, This other one is over here. There's another facility that's in, whoops, wrong way. Other facility over here that sells animal supplies. That I think it needs a bale feeder and a water container before it'll do anything. Bale feeder, pasture. I remember him saying something about a bale feeder, water container, and then you had to do pasture fence too. But I don't remember the process of setting all that up. I do not remember. So I'm going to have to watch Farmer Clients because he'll walk you through how to do it. Because he has a explanatory video on how to do all this stuff. So I'm just gonna morph home. So anyway, guys, that's what where I'm gonna stop. I know it's in the middle of a day, but I need to figure out that cow pasture. And for some reason, only 5 of my 6 pigs are showing here, and I don't know why. But it says I have 6. So, and I could do there's some more piggies too here, but I don't want to overload my pens. Let's see, 66, food, 1142, straw. So they're good to go. I need to muck them out eventually, but they're good to go. Eventually I'll get to start this field. I'm not sure how the field works. I'm gonna have to look at that too. That needs plowing. Which I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Because it says I need to plow it and put nitrogen and stuff on it, so I'm gonna figure that out too. Okay, well, we'll get that figured out. Alright, I'm off to do some other stuff. I will probably finish out January and be into February by the time I stream again, just to have, because it's gonna take me a little time to figure everything out. I'll do the milking, I'll figure out the cow pasture, and I'll figure out whatever else I was just looking at. My brain just went poof. Move on to the next subject. And we should be sitting really well for the spring. So that's where I'm going to leave it. And I need to also take either a conveyor belt and make sure it uses, the 3 products we need for that, hay, straw, and silage, and get it set up because 2,000 unit bucket by 2,000 unit bucket takes a long time to make feed for the animals. And now that I'm going to have animals up on the other pastures, I'm going to need to look at how much other food I'm going to need, because the cow pasture doesn't even show what I need really. It wants TMR, so I need to get my TMR up and rolling as best I can. And I still don't know what the red beets needs. I just don't understand that whole stuff. Anyway, we'll get that all figured out, because I'm going to, while I'm getting my other stuff done today, I'm going to listen to Farmer Klein and tell him what he tells you how to do things. I think our bread is ready to get out of here too. Well, kind of. I think we're out of wood chips again. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to get a bunch more wood chips and get all that stuff put in here. I might look into buying wood chips in bulk and just bringing them in. I'm just going to stick that in there so it uses it as it needs it. Loading it in bulk and then bringing it in by wheelbarrows. If it'll do it, I'm not sure if it will, so that's something I'm going to investigate. I missed the trigger. There we go, I can hear it crackling now. So yeah, I'm going to be doing all that stuff off camera, trying to get it figured out. And then once I come back, I should have the animal pen figured out. I will have the fish ready to go to get harvested. The hay should be just about done. It's down to 13,000, so that'll be ready to shut off here shortly. The pigs, unfortunately, be ready to go to the processor really soon, because they'll be big enough that they need to do that. I'm probably going to buy some more babies so we can start getting them in a steady stream of production. I need to mix up more pig food. And look at contracts. I need to make sure I collected all my contracts really quick. So that's another 1,200. Perfect. Let's see if there's... Yeah, there's very few contracts right now, so... Plowing for 8,000. Ooh, that's tempting. Nope. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. And we'll go from there. And then once I figure out how to do that pasture, I'm going to buy probably 10 or 20 head of cows, because I'm not sure how many that can hold, pasture up there. It does not say right now, because it's not actually set up. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to save my game and go get my other stuff started, and then come back and probably do some stuff off screen. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you do, please leave me a like. Like I said, I'm not going for monetary stuff on these videos. I'm just sharing what I love to do. And if I decide to work on my map again, my own personal map that I'm building, I will probably show you not step by step, but different stages of doing stuff. I have not decided if I want to finish it yet or not, because that's a hell of a lot of work. But we'll see. So you guys stay happy and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.